What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some Clicker Heroes, and today is Clan Sunday. Yes, it's that time. I will go over the clan sheets later, obviously, in the video. It's always at the end. It'll be a little bit in advance. I'm doing this slightly before I have all the info from the officers. My zone may change slightly by the time that comes to. I'm hoping to break, we're actually going to break 13,000, probably this run. Waiting to go idle. We just went, cool. Pick this up. That was a 10 times gold idle click too, so watch this. So we're gonna go 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 600 levels there, and then no more upon that. But I might still get up to 50 there. See, so I got that bonus as well. So we're gonna be back to like clicking really strong clicks. We've got all 5 clickers there. I've still got all my abilities. I can constantly keep the first 2 going. We're really just gonna go for as many, or for as far as we can go. Obviously, I'm really just trying to plow through this. We should be able to get more hero souls here. We've actually had more here. I don't know how quickly we're gonna kill the boss today as well, which we'll do a little bit later after I, ascend. But things are going well. I didn't really do much between episodes. I think this is when we started yesterday together, because I think we did this, yeah, and started this, and now we're here. We're probably transcending next episode. I was gonna do this episode, but again, I really don't like to do it on Clan Sundays. And again, Friday's coming, like today's Thursday night when I'm recording this. I used to do Clan Sundays on Friday, but I kind of got things a little ahead, even more because I'm not around on Fridays. And for me to be able to finish recording and edit, plus any possible delay, which occasionally happens with the officers getting an info, which is like one of the hardest things to manage in the world when that happens. When that happens, it kind of gives me a little extra playroom to possibly fix things like that, but sometimes I still can't even do it. But I'm still waiting for all that to come in, so they've all kind of got like their little deadline timing on that. And I got this coming, which we'll probably use before we transcend. We'll do it next episode because that's a very large percentage added. We're already going to get to 14, possibly starting to get to 15, and then that's going to probably add 1 or 2 more, being that high percent, which I definitely could use that in an actual, like when I like reset or whatever, or sorry, when I transcend, it could help out a lot. But I think I want to use this transcendence, because just how much of a percent that is, that's ridiculous. And then we've got Jessica going on this one that I just recently started. I think we just collected a bunch of rubies, another very large sum, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like 20 something. We're gonna keep the fish because I'm gonna keep doing that for a little while. I'm gonna be a little cutting in and out of this episode. But yeah, so we've got that going. We'll have this here, so we'll have a total of 34 relics, which isn't all that much. It's not too bad, it's not too great. We'll probably use this one whenever it comes up, to be honest, because things aren't going to change much, and 20% just 20%. So when that's up, I'll do that and get them on another quest. This one will save till next Transcendence, though, for sure. If this is all case if they live. I mean, I assume Arthur's going to live because it's 6 hours and he has 2 lives left. But, Jessica, whoever knows what's going to happen. But, yeah, so we're going to finish this up, and then that should be a decent, decently good on our couple ascensions in on our next run. 4th ascension in, 5th ascension in. These help out a ton on our next trans. So we'll save on to that. Again, we'll have these. Hopefully, Helen makes it. Maybe get a relic quest here. And possibly, this is probably going to be claimed right around when I actually transcend. Most likely, so I don't really know. Anyways, I'm going to pop all my abilities. Again, I did it in a pretty bad order, but it's whatever. Just want to kind of get things rolling. Make sure we're killing faster. I want to break 13,000, obviously, this episode. That's really the main goal of the episode for me, is to break 13,000. That's all I, again, really care to do. I don't think we're going to, like, kill the boss too fast. I just don't want to be, I don't want to be that guy that one-shots it. I guess I could just look at my mortal damage and see what the boss health is, but our damage hasn't changed. I don't remember when I attacked it yesterday. Obviously, it was before all this, but was it before all this, or was after that was added? Because that'd make a big difference. Because it's either all these are together is what I had, and then I'm adding this, which isn't that much of a percentage, or it was just these two, and then these two are being added, which is more than double. I don't remember, but it's not a big deal. We got the fish just kind of hanging out. waiting to see what happens. This time isn't bad. It's under 100 hours as of right now. Again, we'll be under 120 hours by the time I'm done. Because again, I'm gonna actually, it might be a little over actually. Because yeah, it'll probably be actually over 120 hours. But it'll be around there, under 130. Because I'll be doing it probably Saturday morning if I'm around. I should be around a bit on Saturday. So I've got a bunch of like editing plans to get done Saturday and recording. I got a ton of recording going on. So I got all that to do. So I should be able to get going, and that's a great time to be. You know, when transcending is when you're going to be around a lot because you know it takes a lot of time early game. Like you know, the first run is generally under a half hour. If you get lucky enough, I mean. Or you just decide to do it exactly at the zone 130, you can really make it like under 15 minutes. And then your next run isn't much longer. Generally, it's shorter for me because my first one's normally about a half hour because I haven't been getting lucky lately. So it kind of goes... sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Woo! No, what was I saying? I completely lost the train of thought. Wow. Jeez. That hasn't happened to me in a long time. But no, yeah, I don't even know. You basically just want to be around a lot when you're doing it because it takes a while. My first run is normally a little longer than my next run. It's kind of what I was getting at, but I don't know why all of a sudden I lost train of thought completely. Jeez. But we do have this to claim. We actually won't be attacking it. Probably during the video. It'll probably be something I attack off video, although I'm going to be kind of coming in and out for a couple little clips here and there. I didn't end up finishing it up. I left it up. I could have, or sorry, this one. I could have came back and finished it. Obviously, there's still 30 minutes left. So I would have had time like today, for example. I was actually been home for like another 30 minutes upon this. So I had like an hour left, but sometimes I don't. So definitely, don't think it'd suck. We're going to beat this boss. But I really kind of want to kind of go idle again and click the fish. Because idle click fishing is the best. No changes to our relics, by the way. No better Kuma ones or anything. Kind of stings, but it's going well. It's going well. We're doing good. We're in a good spot altogether. All right. You can't see like the X. There it is. Sometimes you get like a little clearing. So now I'm trying to go idle. So I'm going to cut out here. I'll come back when we are idle and claim the fish. And again, I think we bought like 625 or something around there. Again, you get to see kind of how much we actually buy, which is always entertaining. Alright, so idle should be coming back any second now. Unless these are stopping me from going idle, which I'm pretty sure they don't. If you click them, they do, but I'm pretty sure as long as you're not keep activating them. It should be coming up in a minute here. I don't know what's going on with it. But I want to keep things rolling here. I feel like we got so long till this. I do actually... Did I not claim this? No, I did claim yesterday's. I'm going to say, actually, I think I got to claim this now. We were going to ascend here and be able to claim that. You can just see at this point in the game, like when you get to this stage, how little the boss does for you. And I did most of the damage to the boss. And that doesn't even matter. Like, look at that. Is nothing compared to what I'm getting. Like, that's not even helpful. Like, I mean, I guess it is, but like at this point in the game, the only time it's ever useful is on when you're like new into your transcendence. I guess these must be stopping me from going idle here. Normally it seems to go no problem. Forgot this lasts for 10 million hours. It lasts a while. We are starting to get some of this stuff too. I'm really happy to beat 13,000. Like, that is just a major accomplishment. That's awesome. It's not really much from where we were, to be honest. Oh wait, no, sorry. I'm looking at that wrong. I want to say that's not right. It's still really not that far from where we were. And I do want to push some more zones, but I'm not too stressed about climbing zones. Wow, this is really, really bad. I wish you could just cancel these so I could go idle. I guess I'll come back when I'm actually idle. I honestly thought it would be back by now, but we'll see. So we got idle now. Claim this normal gold, which kind of stinks. It wasn't a treasure, or the treasure chest doesn't matter. It just matters if it's 10 times gold. I'll get back to clicking, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 25, 25. That's pretty good. And then yeah, we're not gonna get to the next one, but hey, that's a lot. That is a ton. We broke the 1,000. We broke 5,000, so that's even more of a boost. So we're just going to be back on the grind. When it starts to slow down, we'll have our abilities up. When these come up, actually I really don't need, yeah. So like I don't need to save reload for Dark Ritual or anything. And honestly, I'm not going to probably save anything for Dark Ritual. Just kind of click it, do whatever with it. We are definitely climbing up like crazy. I don't know how far I want to make this push. My next push, my next ascension, which is probably going to be the last. I might get a chance to get in 2. Which is a very rare chance of happening before I actually transcend again. But one of them I'm going to try to make an actual deep push. This is probably actually the last time I'm going to do the fish thing on this one. Just because I want to kind of keep things moving. The only issue is sometimes like the fish stop popping up for some reason. Unless you like reload the game or something. And at that point, if you already got a crazy combo built up, like if you leave it overnight and your combo's so crazy, like you can't afford that. I mean, this combo is ridiculous. Like, the combo adds a lot. Like, if you think about it, every combo we have adds that much damage. Every combo. So now take our 75,000 or where we're at and multiply it by that, and it's ridiculous. And then, but you think overnight you're getting an insane combo. It's crazy stupid on how good the combo is when it's actually built up. But again, like, if you don't get the fish, what are you supposed to do? I don't know. That's just me. But anyways, let's click all those just to make sure we keep moving. Again, I'll probably do one more push where I try to get farther than this. So we'll go to wherever these stop us at, and then we'll just ascend, spend everything. We'll claim our reward, obviously. Won't attack the boss. We may come back and attack the boss after. I don't know. I don't want to promise anything. But we'll come back and do the clan info stuff when I get it all later. So, yeah. We didn't even have to go into, you guys may have even noticed this. I was trying to think, I knew there's a couple key points that I wanted to mention. This was another one of them. Sushi, we actually skipped Sushi. Last night before I went to bed, I put all my guilds in WEP and just let it go. We got pretty high zone. I forget what zone, it was in the 11,000s, which isn't bad. And it's really close to getting to the next 1,000 mark, and it would have been a better multiplier too, which is nice. But we got to skip Sushi altogether with it. I don't know how much of that was insta-killing and not insta-killing, obviously, or how much of it leveled up after it hit its cap level, or hit its highest zone that it could get to. But hey, I mean, either way, that's a lot. That is a ton. I'm curious if we put all our guilds into, not him, Tree Beast, how far would we actually get with every guild we have into Tree Beast? Just every guild, because Tree Beast gives you the normal multiplier, the 3 100s and the 150, and then he just has a little bit of extra bonus. But like, obviously pick up all the ability stuff from everyone else, but like, what would just Tree Beast do like that? How good or bad would it be? You know, it's cool to think about, and it's almost intriguing to try. And I could do it one of these times. I mean, it'd be different obviously for everyone, how many guilds and how far into your transcendence there are. But like at this point, like, could I get all the way to Skaga with it? Kind of idea. I mean, I think I bought 800 levels of Skaga, probably not, but I bought 800 levels of Skaga. I think it was 830 or something. With what I got from here, and I guess this is a pretty big base difference. Yeah, I doubt it. We could probably get the Suchi with Tree Beast. Maybe with all the guilds we could though. I don't know. That'd be something you really have to like try and test out. But anyways, this is getting too slow. Let's beat this last boss and let's just ascend. This is like nothing anymore. Like, we've got to kill so many for that to even like count. I'm hoping this goes up to 15, but I doubt it. We're probably gonna get to put a big dent in the next one though. Bam, bam. Gold chest to start out with. That's awesome. Just go through and buy 200 of everything off the bat because we're not doing the little thing. So before we spend anything, let's just get it done. Out of the way. Come on, let's go. Bam, bam. Buy all these. We'll throw that down there. Let's do this. I did that because then we still weren't idle, so you don't have to wait as long. But so in here, oh no, I lied. In here, did this go up much? No. I was curious if that went up because we ascended and because our highest zones went up a little bit. But I mean, we'll claim it. But it's like I said, basically nothing. It is a nothing % there. And this went up to 14, still pretty far off actually. So this is going to be pretty high. That's why I don't know if I want to actually claim the 350% on this or not, or if I should wait till the next one. 350% is a lot, and that could make a big difference in that one. But this one just give me like that much more, and possibly I mean 350% is guaranteed to add at least one ancient soul, no matter wherever I push this to. Probably 350% is a lot, so I'm probably gonna do it on this, but I'm still up in the air, and it'll have probably happened by the time this is up. So comments don't necessarily matter. You guys can weigh in. Obviously, I'm curious what you guys would do with it, but I probably already messed up compared to what you say. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna do it just because it's a lot. I mean, if it gives me an extra ancient soul, it's probably already worth it. It'd be cool to have that on another, you know, thing, a new transcendence. But alright, so I'm doing the 1-to-1 ratio for frag in like CaptainBubblezzz, just so you guys know. Still doing the 1-to-1. I don't know if I was doing that last episode, but I did. I think I did, because we started this one together, right? No, we did this one. Yeah, so I did this one without you guys. And this one, yeah, I started with I put the 1-to-1 ratio on that one. I'm gonna keep it up on this one. So that's why if you look at like here, show you Avgar here and this here. They're basically the same. For some reason they're not. I thought they were supposed to be, but looks like I just lied to you. They're supposed to be the same, I swear. They're a 1-to-1 ratio in the calculator. I'm just inputting what it says. Leave me alone. It just proved me wrong, but no, it's set up 1-to-1. I kind of want to set it more because I think it might be efficient at this point, but I'm not. Oop. Yep. Alright, just making sure that these two here and here are still the same. Because I know they'll actually change if you put it more than 1-to-1, I believe. Because then this still stays up high, and then you start giving less into CaptainBubblezzz, which kind of makes things interesting. Get our gold fellas done. And Libertas goes down out of the trio, which is always annoying and upsetting, and you know. Bam. Wow, that did nothing. Alright. So why are you off? Are you gonna be the same now? Oh, sorry, I was looking at the damage. Oh my god, I am a scrub. No, their levels are the same. Oh man. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. Leave me alone. You guys probably are yelling at me there. Alright, so we're going 1 to Bub, 1 into Dog, 1 into Fortuna, 1 to Kuma. Bub, Dog, Fortuna, and Kuma. Bub, Dog, Fortuna, and Kuma. 140. That's awesome. Not really making tons of a difference, but we also got these, which I forgot to spend, which will claim all and drop them all. Hopefully just straight into Skogger. We still got seems kind of like a lot, but that's actually not much at all. And yeah, we're at a pretty good spot. We're gonna get this one with our next, or this run here easily. So that's a 15th, and then we'll have that 350, which I'm hoping can claim. It's gonna at least claim one more. But if it claimed 2 more and we ascended for 17, and that's thinking if I only did 1 run here, that would be amazing. Will it happen? Probably not. But I'll try to make sure I include that. Actually, we will. Before we actually transcend next episode, I'm going to make sure I do that in the video. Definitely, because that's going to be actually really exciting. And then again, hopefully these guys, or I should say, Helen makes it, because Sarah's already made it, and hopefully I don't accidentally claim it. We've got this, which I'm going to claim whenever. This we'll hang on to, and then this we're going to use next video. So yeah, that is gonna be it for this part. I will come back in for you guys about a second, and for me in a little while, and we'll have the clan info. Guys, so before I really get into this, I want to make one quick clan announcement. It's kind of a big one, actually. It's about getting in. There are requirements now. This sheet, some people have gotten in that aren't on the sheet, that kind of got in before this was like officially a thing, and I'm kind of adding this in before this next part kind of rolls through. But basically, just to let you know, to get into any of the clans, you have to be at least 1,000 highest zone plus. I'm making it that for a reason. A lot of everyone else isn't above 1,000, is inactive and goes inactive, ends up wasting time where other people can't fill in the slots and whatnot. And again, there's a lot of you guys out there that want in, and I'm not opening more clans as of right now. We're sticking with the 4 clans. So that is that. You got to be 1,000 plus. It's really easy to get to 1,000 plus. I mean, once you transcend at 300, you're literally at 1,000 within a couple days. It comes very fast if you're putting any decent time in. And then that's the only minimum requirement that we're going to leave to join the clans in general. We're not going to change that anytime in the near future, hire or anything. It's, again, these are community clans. I want everyone from the community to be able to join, but I just want people to be semi-dedicated to the game to a fairly decent extent, at least, where you put in a little bit of time. 1,000, I mean, you really generally don't know much about the game around 1,000 highest zone ever, so it's like we're still helping out new players and stuff. It's just, as of right now, we're going to make it 1,000 plus. Again, just because there's so many people. We may change it down again in the future if we need to, but I think it makes sense. Anyone who's not 1,000, you guys are safe. You just got to get up 1,000 as soon as possible. I know there's a couple of you really new guys that are getting in. I think I guess approved someone again. It was before this rule was really effective, before this video is going to be out. So I wanted to kind of still keep what we were doing. And then to get into Llama Nation, the one that I'm in, that one's going to change and be around my zone level. I'm not going to kick you if you fall behind necessarily, unless you fall absolutely drastically behind. We may move you out to another clan. So this is the kind of rule for it. You got to be, as of right now, 10k plus to request into Llama Nation. Yeah, it's kind of a high requirement, but I know there's quite a few of you guys out there who are always like that. We may change it, like I said. We may fill it up with some lower ones if we don't get enough 10k people requesting in, and I may drop it, hey, all right, 8ks, and I'll mention it in a video, obviously. So there's no point of even trying to request into it. I mean, you can try if you're close to 10k, and I may accept it anyways, but I want to keep it kind of close to my zone, just video-wise. Like, I just kind of, it's for the series, and I kind of want it all to be fairly close to me. I mean, obviously the people way ahead of me, I'm not gonna, kick either. But yeah, 10k plus, 10 to 20k, is kind of what we're looking for right now on that one. And again, I just kind of wanted to point that out, that we do have the limit now. There's actually we did a ton of kicks this week. A bunch of the spots are full. As of the time of this recording of what's coming up, these are what were open. They may have already been filled. There's actually 3 Llama Nation spots that are open. Again, 10k plus viewers. Definitely requesting there. Again, if you're 8k plus, you can accept, and if they don't flood in, like if just that one comes in, I'm not going to instantly decline it. I may let it sit there for a couple hours. If nothing else kind of pops in after this video, I may accept you. We already have someone that's in the 7ks. Everyone below that was actually kicked, again, for inactivity, not because they're zones, but it is, at the moment, everyone is 7k and up. So just kind of laying down the guidelines. We may make it to where, like, one of the clans will accept people under 1k eventually, but again, I'm going to talk to the officers and really figure out what we want to do with all that. If you are in, and this is how Llama Nations can fill up too as well, if you're in one of the other clans, you have to talk to your officer before you leave and try to join. You can't just leave and try to join. You got to talk to them, get their approval. If they tell you it's okay for you to do this, and they'll talk to me before they say, because they're going to make sure I have a spot open still, you can switch over to Llama Nation if you're 10k plus. And I know there's a bunch of you, and that's also another way that we're going to keep Llama Nation around my level. You can talk to your officers, see if they're okay with it. PM them on Discord, talk to them in your clan chat, even if you guys use your clan chat at all. I mean, in our clan chat, we never use it. But anyways, I want to get to this because this is already a long video, so let's get this rolling. We've got Real, who has broken 30k. Congrats, my dude. That is awesome. First member that we've ever had, break 30k. You were the first for 20 as well, not the first for 10. We had someone come in, I think just under 10, I think is what it was, and they passed 10 before you. But you have been the first member to ever go, past 20 and past 30, which is cool. Zio is up to 23k. Jesus, you guys are moving up like crazy. Hyde made some great progress. Went up about 1,000 zones, broke 17k. That's pretty awesome. Jay Peggins has obviously made his normal progress because, once again, I'm gonna strike at him just because I can, and you know, no life's the game. No, but he's almost at 17k. So congrats to you, man. Like, you're really close. It would have been awesome for you to break that as well, but that's amazing. Orkla has broken 14k, just about a little over 1,000 zones, which is awesome. I've gone up about the same amount of zones as Orkla, and I've broken 13k, which is pretty amazing. We've got Wheezy's Rat, who has gone up again about the same zone-wise as me and Orkla. We guys kind of want the same amount of zones almost. Broke 12.5k, which is amazing. He's starting to damage boss, which is cool. Not much, but he's doing numbers to it, which is awesome. We've got good old Kev, who hasn't gone up as much as he was a couple weeks back, but obviously, I mean, 800 zones. I mean, there's quite a few weeks where I don't get 800 zones, so I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but he was on a roll for a while, and it kind of paced out, but really close to 12k. Hopefully, he'll beat 12k next week. That would be sick. We got Ewan here, who hasn't gone up this week, but I know he's been chatting a bit. So I know they've been around. I'm gonna give him like half a week to see if I hear anything else from Ewan. So Ewan, if you are watching this, definitely throw a comment down and let me know what's going on in the video. You know, in the comments, because you're kind of on the line of possibly being kicked. I was very weary of what I should do. Because again, I do remember seeing you, but you haven't moved zones I think 2 weeks now. But I'm kind of being lenient with you on this one. So let me know. We got Rubik's, who went up 500 zones on the dot. That's cool, man. Getting close to that 9k mark, halfway there. We got that guy who has not moved at all, which kind of stinks. We got Aviv here, who's broken 7k. Awesome. Robert Wolf hasn't gone up this week, but again, he attacks almost every single day, so obviously he's hanging around. He's been a really long time clan member. Actually, everyone except, really honestly, Ewan and Hyde have been in this clan for like ever, and even the 2 other people I kicked. I actually kicked my brother because he hasn't been active. I actually talked to him, and he said you can kick it so the spot's open for someone else. He's like, I'm just gonna kind of play on my own time. He doesn't, you know, really care. He hasn't really been playing tons, so but he'll still be around in the comments and stuff occasionally. But yeah, so he was kicked. And again, he's been with the clan for a very, very long time. And we also kicked Carhammer, who's been with us for quite a while. I mean, not nearly as long as the other guys, but for quite a while. But no, we've had like Real has been here forever. Same thing with Wheezy's Rat. They've been here for so long. And Zio came in a really long time ago too. I mean, Robert Wolf I think was before Zio, but yeah, we've got some really long time group of people. I mean, Kev has been with us for a while too. Go back up the list. As far as Llama Nation 2 goes, Kev is a very, very early member to Llama Nation 2, which is the second clan we opened. So, anyways, continuing as I'm dragging things on once again, and this is already going to be like a 30-minute video. But we've got Mac here, who is really close to 7k, and actually I'm pretty sure at the time has broken 7k. Just as time as this was sent in. Not there, but I'm pretty sure that he actually did break 7k, so congrats to you, man. Bubble, we've got going up quite a bit, breaking 6k. Swag has broken 6k as well. Congrats, my friend. Kit is back, which is awesome. Kit left for like a week and then is back now. I don't know their old zone or anything, and since they're considered a new member, they're, you know, lose kind of their last week's high zone. But anyways, they're above 6k, which I believe is new news. We got Joe, who has not gone up any zones. Doom, who has climbed like 500 zones or so. Getting close to that 6k mark. Kind of close. We got Astri here, who is a new member, coming in at 5,400. And on to the second sheet, we've got CJ Marsh, who hasn't gone up this week. I don't know what's going on. I don't think he went up last week either, but I know he's been really active talking. I don't know if he's been attacking, but he's in the Discord all the time. So again, CJ, if you're watching this, man, what's going on with your zones, dude? Haven't seen any movement. Again, that's something I'll end up talking to Bossum about. Bossum hasn't gone up either. Bossum's been kind of going through a bunch of stuff right now and hasn't had tons of time to play. He's still been helping me manage, you know, obviously the clan and stuff, so I'm not going to worry about taking Officer from him or anything yet and removing him or anything. But you got to get those zones up, though, man. You got to get back on the grind soon. It's been 2 weeks. Got to get that spot either moving or open or something, man. But back up to Sam. I skipped over Sam because we were 2 greens right there. But anyways, Sam has broken 5k, so congrats to you. We got Despy, who has not gone up either, which leaves Bossum and Despy also still 10 zones apart. as they were last week. Chakra's gone up quite a bit, moving close to that 5K. Chakra's been with us for a decent bit of time. I mean, I'm not naming everyone. I mean, like Bossum has been with us for quite a while too. Bossum came in at a really low level and was really terrible when he first came in. There's some funny stories that I joke around in the videos back around when he came in, but his first ascension was like, I think 178 or 188 he went to, when it's normally supposed to just be 140, meaning he grinded that for like 4 extra days. Yeah, he came in and he knew nothing. It was some good times. Water hasn't gone up this week. Water's been with us for a decent time. I mean, nothing insane, but I'm just kind of throwing out those mentions here. I'm Tasty has gone up exactly 1,000 zones. Congrats to breaking 4K, man. Skittles has broken to 3K, so congrats to you. Kitten is a new member, coming in at 3,100. We got Let Me Grind, who's getting so close to 3K. Honestly, maybe at this point broke it, but so close. We got Almond, who is on the kick list. Most likely will be kicked if you don't see progress. You were like talked about and we debated and then decided to spare you for a couple more days. So hopefully you've gone up by the time this video is up, actually. But yeah, if you're not and you're watching this, either inform your officer what's going on, like probably immediately, or again, I think we're talking about kicking on Mondays, so tomorrow. So definitely keep an eye open, man. Haven't moved in like 2.5 weeks or something, I think. But Merciless Gamer was actually kicked and then came back. Need to see some zone progress. Like next week, if we don't see zone progress, like even if you're like saying you're active and stuff, if you're not moving zones at all, if we don't see any type of movement over consecutive weeks, we've got to kick you. Like there's only so much we can do for like holding people in when we needed spots open. Like right now we have some spots open, so it's not as vital if we tell there's some type of activity. But when all the spots are full and you're just not moving, even if you are attacking somewhat, you're probably gonna get kicked. Like you gotta have some high zone, slight move, even like if you can only get just back up to where you were and move just a bit. And again, this is we're talking like 2 weeks. I mean, some people, I mean, obviously have way more time to play than others, but to do a full trans in 2 weeks is pretty crazy. I mean, if you can't do that, then you're definitely not being really, you know, super active to begin with, kind of thing. And a trans, obviously, you'd break your highest zone ever, so it's kind of hard to vouch for you. But again, we'll talk to the officers and stuff, and we're giving you like another week to see if you can make some progress. So again, if you're watching this, either let the officer know if there's a reason you can't move, or again, if you are going to be going on like a mini vacation even or something, let the officer know, leave the clan, and then when you come back, that's like the only time we actually reserve slots for you. Is if for some reason I see you've been waiting for a while sometimes, or if you were a previous member that had to leave for something, we'll actually hold a spot for you to get back in. There are some people that have promised spots in the past like that, where I reserve spots for and tell the officers not to accept anyone else to, and I can definitely do that for people if you go on vacation and stuff. But it'll allow you may have to still wait like a week before you can get back in when you come back, but it will keep you on like kind of good terms, or it's not like, oh, they've been kicked in the past. We've declined people who've tried to come back that have been kicked in the past, like because they've been inactive like 3 times and they've gotten kicked or something, and it's like, all right, yeah, we can't keep accepting them back. Like as bad as we feel, it's like they just keep coming back and being inactive. There's plenty of active people out there that want to play, you know. Again, I'm dragging this on ridiculously long, so let's just finish this up. Funny Kid has gone up 10 zones. I think he did that last week too, where he only went up a couple zones. But yeah, moving up just slightly. Dude here has not gone up at all. Again, I think that's 2 weeks now. I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure. So definitely watch yourself, man. You're probably getting close to that line there. When I talk to Bossum, again, if there's still spots open, you may get spared a little longer, but hopefully, again, by now your high zone has gone up anyways. But we've got FM here, F Moro. I don't know what you want to go by. We'll go with F Moro or just F. But anyways, coming in with 269, really close to that trans, so should have no problem, you know, trending at 300 and then moving up past 1,000 pretty quick. And again, I think there's someone who's in even under 200 of that. I think we accepted, and you know, if you're already in, it's okay. Just work your hardest to get above 1,000, and if it takes, you know, 3 weeks, whatever. Again, we're not necessarily looking to kick people under 1,000. We're just trying not to accept as many people under 1,000, because most of them, I can tell you from experience, have become inactive. Even like people around 1,000 sometimes do it, where they're just like, they join, they think it's cool to, you know, kind of get on into some of these videos and stuff. And I mean, anyone can really come get in chat with us. I would say come get in chat with us, but everyone can join the Discord and come chat. So, but anyways, this is long enough, guys. I'm wrapping this up here. I hope you guys did enjoy. If so, please smack the like button, and I'll always catch you in the next one. Peace.